Hello and welcome to the Power Circuit, a program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This is where we bring you the latest updates, milestones, and scorecards from across the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I'm your host, Amara Agogesi, and here are today's top stories from some of TCN's transmission regions across the country. First, the federal government has pledged to connect a power plant to the national grid in a move aimed at reviving aluminum smelting operations in Akwa Ibom State. From Abuja, TCN officials have successfully energized the 100 MVA power transformer at the 132-33 kV Karu transmission substation, further strengthening power supply in the area. Over in Lagos, the Akomba Transmission Sub-Region has marked its Health, Safety and Environment HSE Day, reinforcing TCN's commitment to workplace safety and staff welfare. And as always, we'll feature the Soundbite segment with the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, who reaffirms the company's unwavering commitment to efficient and reliable transmission of bulk electricity across Nigeria. As part of efforts to boost power generation and create employment opportunities for Nigerian youths and professionals, the federal government has pledged to revive the Rusal Aluminium Smelting Company of Nigeria, ALSCON, in Ikot Abasi, Akwa Ibom State, by ensuring its reconnection to the national grid. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adilabu, made the commitment during a working visit to the company. Here's the rest of the reports.
When fully operational, the plant will add 540 megawatts of electricity to the grid, while providing direct and indirect employment opportunities for about 15,000 Nigerian professionals and the teeming youth population, according to a statement from the spokesman of the minister, Mr. Bolaji Tunji. The Minister of Power, while addressing the management, promised a temporary solution that would see the company being connected to the grid, while work on long-term solution continues. The Minister of Power, who was in company of the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, also said the Niger Delta Power Holding Company NDPAC-owned 330 kV transmission substation in Ikot Abasi, which was about 90% completed earlier, will be revived and completed shortly. Mr. Vyacheslav Krylov, the development advisor for ALSCON, noted that if the plant for the aluminium company is revived, it can generate 360 megawatts of electricity at peak level from its 540 megawatts generation capacity.
The Power Circuit continues after this break. Don't go away.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These Safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has successfully energized the new power transformer at the 132-33 kV Karu transmission substation in Abuja, the nation's capital. The project was executed through a collaboration between TCN and the World Bank aimed at strengthening power supply within the region. Here is the rest of the report.
The energized transformer has increased the substation's wheeling capacity by 100 megawatts, providing more bulk power for Abuja Electricity Distribution Company (AEDC) to deliver to consumers in Abuja and its environs.
The capacity of this transformer that we are about commissioning is 100 MVA. Initially, we had 60 MVA before, but now it has been upgraded to 100 MVA. It's a plus to the grid and to the TCN as large. It will have serious impact on the grid. As I earlier said, it was 60 MVA, but now it has increased to 100 MVA. Now we have 80 megawatts added to this station, where it will be very enormous for the community to enjoy this transformer at large. Because of the increase in the capacity to this substation and to TCN at large, if you observe 60 MVA to 100, you know that it's very large. The difference of 46 megawatts being added from 48 to 80 megawatts.
More boost in bulk power wheeling capacity at the Karu transmission substation in Abuja.
So this 100 MVA is serving 3 feeders. Feeder 1 especially is serving Karu, Nyanya, Kubo, and feeder 2 is serving Jukwe, Ikurudu, and Invoron. And also feeder 3 is serving City College. I know it will serve so serious impact to the community. It will add to the generation grade to the community. It will serve them so seriously.
My name is Engineer M.K. Abdullahi. I'm the AGM Business Development and the team lead for the SLA project under the AEDC franchise, being supervised by TCN. We have 3 lots under the AEDC, lot 1, lot 2, and 3. This happens to be the lot 1, which comprises of upgrade of 60 MVA to 100/110 MVA, 132-33 kV transformer and associated equipments. That's the scope of the project.
It has been quite interesting. The TCN team was very, very supportive. They cooperated with us because the project itself has been quite challenging in terms in a number of ramifications. But with the cooperation we got from the TCN team, we were able to overcome all the challenges.
Earlier, during the energizing process for the power transformer, in-house engineers of TCN worked passionately in line with their checklist to ensure the energizing was successful. With the new addition, there is now redundancy in the substation, which means there is more bulk power capacity than is required so far. And while the energizing process was on, the TCN crew ensured that health, safety and environment codes were strictly followed. The engineers finally commissioned the transformer into the grid.
We have always emphasized that health, safety and environment, widely known as HSE, is a critical pillar in electricity transmission. And so, at the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN, health, safety and environment is about protecting workers and ensuring public safety. Today, we shine the spotlight on HSE practices in the Akomba sub-region, a section of the Lagos Transmission region of TCN. Have a delightful view.
What you see is not just about dance, it is an art of exercise, and staff members of TCN are fully committed to this routine practice. Right here at the 330-132-33 kV Akomba transmission substation and sub-region in Lagos State, the TCN workers are keeping physically fit. The physical exercise practitioners are not stationary. Mobility is the watchword here. Why do you think keeping fit is a matter of priority for the staff of TCN? The Assistant General Manager, Transmission at Akomba sub-region of TCN, Engineer Mrs. Fumi Ekoko, provides a precise response on this while marking the Safety Week in her sub-region.
Our health is important. Let's be serious, let's be intentional about whatever we are going to do in terms of our own health, safety. He encourages us to do all this exercise. I know most of us, it's not only you people who are guilty. We don't do it. And thank God now in Akomba, we have planned, we have set aside a day in a week to just come together.
According to her, the Akomba sub-region of TCN has the capacity to address health, safety, and environmental challenges effectively. This is why the workers need to keep fit continually to perform their tasks in the transmission of bulk electricity across the coverage area.
Please, our staffs, let us all come on that Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever day we agree, to come and exercise. In our home, we don't have time to do it. But here, if it's just 30 minutes, this is our job. Today now, see the way we were all sweating. It's good. It's very, very good. So let's encourage ourselves to attend. Be punctual. If we say we are doing it, we cannot be doing exercise 10 o'clock. It's no longer exercise. Exercise is early in the morning. 8 test. You do 30 minutes. By 8:30, we change the address and come back. And come with your sports wear. It is good.
The report on health and safety practices at the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN will continue shortly. Right after the break, you will hear from experts why health and safety practices, including observing all safety codes at the workplace and taking care of one's health, should be routine activities. Don't go away, stay with us.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Welcome back. You have been listening to the Assistant General Manager, Transmission at the Akomba Sub-Region of TCN, Engineer Mrs. Fumi Ekoku, talking about health and safety at the Health, Safety and Environment Day in the Akomba Transmission Sub-Region of TCN in Lagos.
The activities lined up for the safety event with the team, job hazard analysis and control, include talks on issues of medical and physical fitness, safety in the transmission switchyard, among others.
We have a lot to enjoy. The talks are full back to back. Not just see the NTA we want to talk about, you see the safety hazard, they are many. So please, and we even brought somebody, a younger, somebody like us. It's not an elderly person. You know what is happening. You want to dance, you can teach us. So please let us listen. Be attentive and do whatever we are asking.
Also in exhortation, a principal manager HSC at the Lagos Transmission Region of TCN, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Ajao, urged TCN officials to normalize being intentional about physical fitness activities as well as adherence to safety practices.
We cannot overemphasize safety. If every day, every hour of your time in working in TCN, you emphasize safety, it's for your benefit. Because if there's anything we want to do, we all want to come home. And we all want to come to work and go back home. That's what you told your people at home now. You told them you are coming to work. And we want you to go back home well. We want you to retire and you are retiring well. That is one of the reasons why we have inculcated this exercise session. You have to be intentional about your health. What are you eating? Why don't you want to do the exercise? Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I didn't wake up well. I have a pain. I encouraged somebody today while we're going to do the exercise. I said, I'm not feeling well. I said, just come and just do small. And he came. I said, you don't need to do the hard one, just do small. After the exercise, came to me, he said, you know, I'm feeling much better. I said, that's the thing about exercise. When you are not feeling well, when you're not feeling up to it, that is the time you should do it. Because you see, the thing there is that as you do the exercise, your heart begins to pump, the blood begins to pump. As it pumps, all your system, everything is working. So we really need to be intentional.
On his part, a health and safety practitioner, Mr. Michael Oladipupo, lectured the participants on hazards and how they can be prevented.
When we did not obey safety, it will fall back on us. Isn't it? That is how it is. And when it falls back on us, it will definitely go back to the company too. Because I know there will be a body the company will be reporting to if anything happens to any of their staffs. We don't pray for such. There should be helmets, maybe working in a door feeder, where two feeder passes.
In her closing remarks, the Assistant General Manager, Transmission at the Akomba Sub-Region of TCN, Engineer Mrs. Fumi Ekoko, appreciated the participants for their rapt attention as she still nudged them on medical care.
Please let us take care of ourselves so that we don't fall sick. There won't be anything like kidney dialysis or whatever. Let us avoid drinking. Some of us still do it. Don't drink. Don't smoke. It is not necessary. The little money we have, let us use it for something good for ourselves and for our families.
You are still watching the Power Circuit, and it is the Soundbite segment. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, is speaking.
Right of way, when we are building transmission lines, it crosses from state to state.
Exactly.
Now, how do you pay that compensation? It's a big problem. Sometimes we will come, we will pay the compensation. After paying, people will start building on the transmission line again. So we are collaborating with the state governors to assist us in clearing those people and also in helping us even to pay the compensation because the land belongs to the state government.
Here is a recap as we wrap up. We began in Akwa Ibom State, where the federal government pledged to connect a power plant to the national grid as part of efforts to revive aluminum smelting operations, improve electricity supply, and increase employment rates. From Abuja, we reported that TCN officials have successfully energized a new 100 MVA power transformer at the 132-33 kV Caro transmission substation, boosting supply reliability in the area. Next, we took you to the Lagos Transmission Region, where officials at the Akomba Transmission Sub-Region marked their Health, Safety and Environment HSE Day, reinforcing TCN's commitment to staff welfare and safe operations. And from the Soundbite segment, you heard from the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz. TCN continues to deliver on its mandate, transmitting bulk electricity efficiently, reliably, and in the national interest. Please know that officials of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, are delighted to have you with us on the Power Circuit, where we bring you greater insights into Nigeria's power sector. Stay connected with us by visiting TCN's official YouTube channel at TCN_Nigeria, and by following and engaging with TCN across all social media platforms on Facebook, Transmission Company of Nigeria, on X at TCN_Nigeria, on Instagram at TCN_Nigeria. We value your feedback and observations. Please send your comments to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information on TCN's projects and activities, visit our official website at www.tcn.org.ng or stay informed through our dedicated news platform www.tcnnews.ng, designed to keep you up to date with developments in the Nigeria's power sector. TCN also urges you to support our efforts by staying vigilant against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers, and substations in your area. Report any suspicious activity to TCN officials or the nearest security agency. I'm your host, Amara Agugesi. Thank you for joining us, and let's do this again next week on The Power Circuit.